Chauncey, that was a different kind of game for you guys, I thought, offensively. You didn't rely on the three. I think you only hit 6 or 7 as a team, but you scored 88 points. What was working for you guys? How were you able to get in the paint like you guys do?
Honestly, we're just trying to, get more paint touches in our offense because, first half of the season, Laux wants all the threes. We're just chucking them. So we've learned that, just hitting the paint is going to open up either, maybe a layup or a mid-range or a drop off the steam or a three-pointer. So we're just trying to touch the paint as much as we can.
Luke talked about kind of the swagger you've been playing with these last few games, this back-to-back games, leading the team in scoring.
Yeah.
How have you felt in that run?
Honestly, just confident, positivity, just trying to, just every day believing in myself, believing in the skill set I have, the belief from God. So, just trying to come in every day and be that guy.
You guys have won back-to-back games. I know it's still not where you want to be in the ACC, but as Luke said, these are important games because you guys are so close in the standings. What can this run do for you guys confidence-wise?
I mean, honestly, it can take us, from bottom to top. That's how I see it. We got a week off. We don't play till next Saturday, so we're just gonna put the work in, and we're just gonna try to keep winning all these games that we have left. We'll see where we end up at the end, but we just want to take one game at a time.
Go ahead. Have practices changed since the NC State game? Like Coach Laux acted like practices have maybe a different feel and a different, schedule. Y'all work more on defensive rebounding than just scoring and shooting.
Yeah, he has most definitely changed practice. We've had some war practices. It's probably why I got all these scratches. But we're trying to focus on more the little things that win you the ACC games, like defending more, the ball screens, rebounding more. So I would say probably every practice now we have been rebounding. If you know what a bubble is, put the bubble on the rim, and we just see it. We like, oh man, but we gonna do it at the end of the day because we want to win. I can tell by us. So yeah.
Chauncey, I know you guys have kind of adopted a 10 toes mindset, being where your feet are, but
yeah.
How difficult was that to kind of rein yourselves back in as a team after some of those early losses in conference play?
Yeah, I mean, we knew it was a long season. I just try to, tell the guys, hey, we got more games left, and this thing is going to turn around, and it is right now, and it's going to keep continuing. But we're just trying to, we're just staying together at the end of the day. We're not going to quit on each other. We're just going to continue to stay together as a group and keep working.
One of the things Laux was talking about earlier was being able to close out these close games, and obviously a few games past, whether it was SMU or Wake Forest, not being able to close out those close games.
Yeah.
What part do you feel like you can play in being able to close out those close games in the future?
Honestly, just an offensive and defensive guy, that can, on the defensive end, either guard the best player or, just come away with a big rebound or something like that. And then on offense, skill set, try to get a mismatch, score. Because, these games are going to be close in the ACC. They always are. So probably those. Yeah.
Everybody else set?